I'm Mike from the Logan and the Hobo RV Adventure channel. I want to do a review of the Ventura Ranch KOA.
Logan and the Hobo, best friends forever.
Alright, so I'm here at the Ventura Ranch KOA and I just wanted to do a quick review. We've camped here maybe 3 or 4 times and we've had a good time every time. Just up front, to be honest, what keeps bringing us back is the swimming pool. It's got a very nice swimming pool here. The area is really nice. It's really well maintained. The kids have a good time swimming there. There's lots of seating, there's shade, there's sun. It's just a great environment. There's a really nice shallow end for the little ones to play in. I will admit though, this year for some reason the water was kind of cloudy. I don't know if they're having some kind of issue. The first day we got here it was very cloudy, and then the second day it was getting better, but it was still a little bit cloudy. And I'll let you know, this is our 3rd day here. I'll let you know if they've rectified that situation. The Ventura Ranch KOA, it's in Southern California. It's nestled in the foothills between Santa Paula and Ojai. It's a very beautiful area. It feels very open, very rural, but we're coming from a city. If you're coming from somewhere kind of rural, you might not be that impressed with the space, but for us it feels like we can breathe out here, which is really nice. The landscape is just surrounded by native wildflowers and native plants and oak trees and grassland, and it's just very tranquil.
What's up, Dad? Dad, you can edit that.
There's several different loops to camp in. I think there's 3 main loops and then another, I think they have maybe just a few full hookup sites. I'm not sure how you can get one of those. They also have teepees that you can camp in. They have cabins you can camp in, and there's lots of tent camping also. The terrain is very hilly. It's a very kind of hilly area, which is nice. So be prepared to walk up and down hills quite a bit, or if you can't, then you're gonna have to drive like to and from the pool. It's a pretty good walk downhill to the pool, and then a pretty good walk uphill to the pool from our campsite. And the lower end, they're doing some dirt work, some excavation, some leveling out. I'm not sure exactly what they're putting in there, if it's going to be more RV sites or more tent sites or what's happening, but it looks like it'll probably be something nice. They were affected by fires here a couple of years ago. A lot of the place burned down, so some of the amenities burnt down. The camp store is almost back up and running, but it had burned down. They had a zip line that was here the first year. It burned down. I don't know if they're going to get that back up and running again. But some other amenities they have, like I already mentioned, the pool. They have a place for gem mining, which is pretty fun. My boy did that the first year we were here, or the second year we were here. They also have a big bouncing pillow, like an air-filled pillow, kind of like a big trampoline type deal that you can play on, which is pretty fun for the kids. And then also there's some nature hikes. They do a Bigfoot sighting hike a couple times a week, I think, which my kids did one time and they had a good time with that.
Ah, Sasquatch!
As with every KOA we've ever stayed at, the staff is very friendly here. Anything we need, they help us out with. They wave, they smile, it's all good. The other campers here, we've stayed, like I said, we've stayed here I think 3 times now. We've never had an issue with other campers. Everybody's been real great. It's a real great family environment. To touch on with the amenities, the pool obviously comes with the price of admission, but anything else you got to pay extra for. So if you want to go on the zip line, when it was up and running, I think it was $15 per zip. The gem mining was like $15 for a bag of gems. You know, everything costs money, so take that into account if you're gonna come here and want to do the activities.
Less than 5 minutes away from the Ventura Ranch KOA is a trailhead for the Santa Paula Canyon Trail. The Santa Paula Canyon Trail leads to a group of pools known as the Punchbowls. It's a fairly moderately strenuous hike up to the Punchbowls, about 3 hours each way. I don't know exactly what they look like because I didn't go that far. There's also some smooth rocks up there that you could slide on. It sounds like a pretty good time if you want to do the whole hike. The hike starts out with some open canyons and beautiful views, and then it ducks into the creek area. There's several creek crossings, but nothing too strenuous. The trail is pretty well marked, easy to find your way. There's lots of stuff to look at. There's bubbling water, there's pools of water. You can swim in there if you don't want to go all the way to the top, and there's also some pretty good views of some waterfalls. The trailhead for the Punchbowls used to go through a school called the Thomas Aquinas School, and it moved to its own trailhead just a little ways up the road.
So we've always had good luck with the sites we've been in. They've been relatively level. I just wanted to mention some of the sites are pretty unlevel, which may or may not be a problem for you. The site directly across from us this year is very unlevel, and the guy that was across from me in a fifth wheel, I didn't get a picture of his rig, but he was up maybe 10 or 12 inches on one side. And then I saw a guy pulling in yesterday. They're having a good time down there. I saw a guy pulling in yesterday, and the site was sloping downhill, and so he actually, when he was disconnecting from his truck, he actually slipped off of the blocks he was putting a tongue jack on, and his chock failed and he slid backwards, and the landing, his tongue jack slipped off the block and landed with a thud. I think everybody thought he might have lost some fingers in that, and luckily nobody was hurt. So just on a side note, some of the native landscape they have here, a plant I saw is called lamb's ear, and if you're ever doing any backcountry camping and you need some toilet paper, it works well. Or it might be mule's ear. One of them's good, one of them's bad. I can't ever remember which one it is. I guess that's a video for another time.
A couple more things about the Ventura Ranch KOA. It's definitely a family-friendly type environment. If you have kids, there's plenty of room for the kids to roam free and plenty of activities for them to do to keep them busy. If you're there looking for some peace and tranquility, if you don't have any kids, it might not be the best place for you if you don't want to hear a bunch of kids playing around all the time. Most of the sites are not full hookups, but they do have water and electric.
All right, well, thanks for watching today's video from the Ventura Ranch KOA. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you camped here or if you have any questions or comments about it, please leave it in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.